What's up guys, Caleb here, and today we are going to be taking a look at the LEGO Jazz Club, which is the newest LEGO modular for 2023. The set has 2,899 pieces and will retail you for $230 in the United States, which is notably $30 more expensive than most of the other modular buildings. And I've seen the set get a pretty mixed response within the LEGO community. Some people really like it, some people are just like, it's okay, and some people just kind of hate it. Hopefully in this review we can clear up if this set is good or not. Thanks to my brother Sam for letting me review this set. This is his set that he bought and sent display in our LEGO City, so I will link his channel in the description. Thanks for letting me borrow it. The instruction manual has this all-white background, which I've never really seen, but I do like the look of, and there's some information on the designers and stuff in there. There's also a little minifig that actually slowly moves along as the build progresses to kind of show you how far you are into the building experience, which is another cool detail that I really like. There are, in fact, 8 exclusive minifigs that come with the set, and usually don't see 8 minifigs in a module like this, so I am happy with as many figures as we get. Like, 8 is a lot of figures. Starting off with the Jazz Club owner, she's probably one of the most basic figures in the set. There's just not too much interesting going on with her. I do like her chest printing and her hairpiece, but it's a pretty basic figure. Jazz Club singer is honestly one of my favorite figures including the set, mostly because of this exclusive print for her dress piece. She also has a second expression with a more smiley face, and overall it's just an amazing figure. The Jazz Club drummer is another pretty basic figure, but I do like it, especially with the chest printing that we get here with the tie and stuff. I also really like the drumsticks, which are like Harry Potter ones. Overall, it's a pretty good figure. The bass player is honestly my favorite figure in the set, mostly because of this custom bass piece that they made just for the set. Like, that is so cool. He also has a brick-built bass case strapped onto his back, which is really cool, and he even has a little, like, hearing aid piece for, like, listening to the music, and that's just so cool. Like, it is an amazing figure. Best figure in the set. The Magician is another pretty good figure. I really like the sort of cloth piece that she has, and the flowers coming out of her hat, and the little bunny, of course. And well, it's a really great looking figure. I just think it's a little bit too much going on. Like, she can't hold all the stuff at once, so there's just a lot of extra stuff with this figure. Tailor Shop owner is another pretty good figure. I really like his scissors, and of course his red shirt and his tie, and I really like his beard and his hair, and overall just a pretty good looking figure for the set. Chef is definitely another one of my favorite minifigs. I love his chef hat and his little chef-like grin with his beard, and of course his full like chef get-up with the tie and the buttons. It's just giving me off this really like classic Italian chef vibe, and I really dig it. This is just a great figure. Last but not least is the pizza delivery guy. He's another great figure. I really like the red mixed with the green mixed with the yellow with this figure. Like, all the color combinations are great. The set also includes a little green scooter for him to deliver the pizzas on, so you can put the pizza on the back of there, and honestly it looks great with him on the scooter. Like, just such a cool little inclusion. Here is the finished Jazz Club / pizza shop building, and I gotta say it looks really good when you have it all done. Just the amount of detail on the outside of the building, like, this is easily one of the most detailed modulars that I've ever seen. Like, there's just so much going on every single part of it. Like, no part is left untouched. It's all very detailed. Like, we'll start outside the Jazz Club in the pizza shop. There is a small table with some seats. I really like the little umbrella with the red and the yellow and the green. That's just a really cool little detail. It's a nice spot to eat your pizza at. Across from that, we have the main floor of the Jazz Club, which looks really great with this light blue color. I especially like the live music all night sign up there, as well as the Jazz Club poster. That's a really cool, like, little printed poster piece. The entrance and the ticket booth to the Jazz Club look really great, where it's at this sort of inverted angle, but it tends to wobble just a little bit when you move it back and forth, so it's a little bit annoying. Like, I'm not a big fan of how that works. The Jazz Club sign on the front of the model looks really great, especially with this yellow border, which you can actually pose a figure on if you want to. I especially really enjoy the sort of stained glass that the Jazz Club has for all of the windows. Those look really cool, and I especially really like the details on the top of the roof. Like, it's super detailed and looks great. Top of the roof actually has a hatch that goes down into the Jazz Club, and my brother also poses a Sig figure up here, which is a cool little look. But there's also a squirrel with a little nest full of leaves that I can only assume are from the bookshop, which is a cool little Easter egg. Moving on to the pizza shop next door, I really just love this bright yellow and white color scheme that it has. Like, it just looks amazing. Since the pizza shop is basically a level in further from the Jazz Club, there is a spot where you can park the little scooter outside the pizza shop, which looks really cool. To the left of the parking spot is the entrance for the tailor shop, which we'll get to in a little bit, but one of my main problems with the set is actually the shutters. While they do look really good, they tend to get bent out of place, like, super easily. It's just something that you have to watch out for because they tend to get bent out of place very easily. I also love the look of the hanging flowers above the pizza shop, but again, it's another thing that tends to get bent out of place super easily if you mess with it, so it's another thing that you just have to be careful of. Same with the Jazz Club. The detail on the top of the roof is just amazing on the pizza shop, as well as one of my favorite parts of the set, which is a little greenhouse on top. It's full of fruits and vegetables that I assume are being used in the pizza shop. It's just a really cool detail. I especially like the sort of glass pieces that they have so you can see into it. You can even fit the chef inside of it, and overall it's just a really fun little detail in the set. And like every other modular building before it, the Jazz Club can in fact be taken apart floor by floor to gain access to the interior, as I accidentally chop a piece off of the Jazz Club sign. Starting off with the pizza shop, which might honestly be my favorite interior of the set. Like, this room is just so cool. There's some ingredients and stuff on the shelf, as well as a bunch of ingredients on the counter, and even a brand new print for a pizza, which is really great. My favorite part is the wood burning pizza oven. Like, dude, that is amazing. It's honestly my favorite like room in the building. It's so cool. And as you can see here, there is actually access for you to walk directly from the pizza shop to the Jazz Club, and the Jazz Club is another great room. You have the ticket booth and the entrance near the front of the room, and a few tables with chairs and drinks on them throughout the Jazz Club, and of course the main stage in the corner with drums and a saxophone and curtains and lights and stuff, and it looks amazing when you have the whole band playing in there. Like, the stage is just amazing. It's also worth noting that there is a tiny, and I mean tiny, bathroom inside the Jazz Club, which is located under the stairs, and that's another great little hidden detail. In case you were curious, opening the tailor shop entrance basically leads you to this little hidden staircase sort of in the middle of the model that leads you right up to the second floor. The stairs just lead you to this room that has access to other doorways and a hallway that leads to the next staircase up, so not too much in this little room. Tailor shop has some really nice details as well. I especially like the cloth all sort of wrapped up on the thing there, as well as the thing that I guess you could put like a dress or a suit on. You also get part of the furnace coming up into there, which is pretty cool, but I especially just love the little detailing on the sewing machine. Like, that is absolutely amazing. You even have like the little needle and stuff. Like, it's just so cool. My one problem is it just feels like there's way too many different colors in this one room. You have the brown walls and the yellow walls, and then the maroon walls and the sort of pink purple door, and it's just a bunch of really weird colors. To the right of the stairs, we have the manager office, which is another one of my favorite rooms. I especially like the old school like phonograph record player that they have there. That just looks amazing, and you get a better view from inside of how amazing the stained glass is. Like, it just looks so great. I really do like how the desk looks. It's got this really cool curve to it, and it's also got a really neat old school telephone. And if we spin the model around, we get a better look at the sort of railing over top of the actual Jazz Club. So basically the office is right over top of the stage, so you can listen to the music, and that's a really neat detail. One thing I just really don't get about the office is this little painting on the wall. It's just like 4 tiles, and it really just does not look that good with the rest of the set. I don't know why it's there, because it just doesn't look very good. It's also worth noting that there's a small porch sort of on the back here, and while it's not something that you're really going to see at all, it is a nice little inclusion. The flight of stairs takes us up to the 3rd floor, where we have another room with some doors and a little potted plant in the corner. There's also a ladder for you to get to the hatch that I showed on the roof earlier, and I do like how they made that in there. And the final room of the Jazz Club is sort of a backstage area where you have a mirror and this desk where you can get like your hair and your makeup done, and that looks super cool. I love the lights that go along the little mirror. There's also a bright yellow couch with some blue pillows, as well as this little music note painting, which I like, and even some music in the corner on a little stand, which is neat. So overall, not too much going on with this room, but I do like it. It's pretty simple, and it gets the job done. There's not a ton going on with the back of the modular, which I come to expect with most modulars, but what I do really like is there's a little thing full of wood for the wood-burning pizza oven, which is a great little inclusion. So how does a set like the Jazz Club compare to last year's modular, the Boutique Hotel? And this makes for a very interesting little comparison. I personally like the Boutique Hotel just a little bit more. I think the colors blend a lot better together, and it's a lot more clean and sort of finished, more polished looking than something like the Jazz Club. It's also worth knowing that the Boutique Hotel has 100 more pieces and costs $30 less. The Boutique Hotel is $200 and the Jazz Club is $230. So I think it's just up to personal preference. If you like the more American style building that the Jazz Club is, or the more European style that the hotel is. The set is definitely at its prime though when it's connected up with other modulars. I mean, when this thing is in your city, it just looks amazing. Like, it blends together perfectly with other buildings, and it looks incredible when it's with other buildings. So should you buy the new Lego Jazz Club set, I find it hard not to say heck yes, go for it. I mean, it really is incredible the amount of detail that they have in this. It's one of the most impressive looking from the outside of any modular ever. I mean, there's so much color and so much detail on the outside, and it really just does look good. But like any set, it has some problems like the wobbly entrance and just the amount of color. Like, sometimes the colors just don't look very good together at all. It's also coming hot off the heels of one of, if not the best modulars ever, so it's pretty hard to top that, especially when it's $30 more. But I think at the end of the day, I can go ahead and recommend the Jazz Club. I mean, it's an amazing set with some great interior details, and it just looks really great from the exterior. I'm giving the set an 88 out of 100. It's really good. It's just not Boutique Hotel good. Like, I honestly think that's slightly better, but this is still an amazing set. But that's gonna do it for this review. Thank you guys for watching. The Seabreak Productions sign off for now. Make sure to like and subscribe if you'd like to stay up to date with my latest content and help me hit 500 subscribers. Feel free to leave your thoughts on the set in the comment section below, and I will see you guys later. Peace!